right back.
All right, thank you.
So we started our channel a little over a year ago, and today we are officially changing the name to Learn How to Sign.
Yes, so if you guys have been with us before, whenever we were K&L Family Time, kind of know the content that we created. But if you've never been to our channel before, we're excited to get to share with you all of the things that we're getting ready to do.
That's right. So regardless of how you got here, we are going to share with you all today the heart behind not only the name, but also just the new focus for our channel.
Yes, so let's get our hype man.
That's right.
Lane!
Lane!
What?
Come here.
Let's get started!
Yay! It's like 64 degrees right now. It's really cold.
It's not that cold.
It's really cold.
It's cold to us.
So we launched our YouTube channel back in June of 2019, which was called K&L Family Time. And at that time when we were creating this content, we wanted it to be content for families, for kids, that everybody would enjoy, that you as a parent would feel comfortable letting your kids sit down and watch.
Yeah, and on top of that, like, it really, in a way, forced us to spend more quality family time together, which was really the inspiration behind the title, K&L Family Time. And we did all kinds of different content, including DIY craft videos, vlogs. We did this really fun collaboration video with Basically Homeless.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Some trendy YouTube things, of course, like everybody else. We did a whole Christmas series, like the entire month of December. We just like went all out for Christmas.
That was the best.
Yeah. I mean, we did sign language content, of course, and we did like adventure stories, challenges, and I don't know, the list goes on and on. We
The
did like
vacations. Oh my goodness.
vacation stuff. We did like tips and tricks.
Yes, yes.
We did brother versus sister challenges. Spend a lot of time at the pumpkin farm.
A lot of time at the pumpkin farm, which you might see in future videos.
Yes. But yeah, so like we really wanted to just try a whole lot of different things and see if anything stuck in a way. Like for one, like we were just doing a lot of different things in life, and so we captured it, right? But we also just wanted to do a lot of variety of content, so that way we could see what really connected with you all, what we really enjoyed doing, and also what YouTube was looking for from us, because there's this whole thing called the YouTube algorithm, right? And if it doesn't like what you're putting out, or if people aren't receiving it well, then like it's not going to put your content in front of other people. And so we were kind of just in search of that content that really connected with people and connected with YouTube.
Yeah, and I mean, just to kind of give backstory of it, that is hard to create content which you're hoping people will watch and then put it out there and then nobody can even find it.
Yes.
And so that's what kind of makes it hard, is you're like, okay, this is fun to watch, and I know like our kids enjoy it and our friends' kids enjoy it as well. But
and we can even see like in the statistics that like 99% of the people have liked this video. Mm-hmm. And you know, like 10% of the people that saw the thumbnail clicked on it, which is actually really good. But it only was shown to like 100 people.
Right, and so you
instead
can
of millions.
You can only get so far with showing 100 people out of a whole entire country or
The world.
World.
We're global, guys.
Yes, I'm sure. But yeah, it does. That's something that is hard to go. We put so much time and effort and love into it, and then put it out there, and then it's like, okay, well, there you go. Your grandparents and 5 other people watched it.
Yeah, and I mean, we were aware of that's how it kind of worked. Like we knew going into it that you just have to be persistent. And that you've got to like kind of pick a like niche and just like embrace that thing and go after that one thing and do it over and over and over again, and eventually it will catch on. And so I mean, gosh, like we did it for 6 months from June to December, and we released like 45 videos, something like that. It was like 3 videos a week. the truth is, it was a lot of effort to do all those videos. And so, yeah, whenever videos didn't get a lot of views, it was certainly tough. But we had some success with some stuff, and like, we were able to tell kind of what was working and what wasn't working. As an example, like I would say on average, like it took 8 to 12 hours to make a video. So like you hear of people that do like daily vlogs and stuff like that. That wasn't the category that we were in. 3 videos a week was what we decided on. But 8 to 12 hours times 3 is a lot of hours whenever you also have a full-time job and you're a parent and a husband and everything else in life, friends and family and whatnot. And so like most of my editing time was like after everybody went to bed. And so like I would, start working like at 10:30 and then sometimes work until 2. Or like I would go to bed at a normal time and then wake up at like 4 in the morning and work on stuff before I went into work. Or on the weekends sometimes like I would just spend a lot of time just behind the computer editing videos. And so it was a lot. Like I liked it because I am kind of a night owl and I do enjoy editing, and like it's a expression of my creativity and everything. But after 6 months of that, like it definitely started to wear, and like it became apparent that that wasn't sustainable as more things came about in life. And we just had to really like readjust our priorities, just look at everything again, and inevitably we landed on just taking a break for a while.
So I started a master's program the summer of 2019. So right when we started the YouTube channel, and the hours that I was doing was kind of compounding on top of each other. And now I'm full-time master's degree student plus teaching, and then, you know, all of the things in life as a parent, as a homeowner, as all of those things.
I mean, part of the reason why we didn't make a lot of videos during the last 6 to 9 months was because COVID added a whole lot to that as well. Like
COVID added a whole lot to it.
I mean, it did for everybody, and it wasn't, you know, like everybody else. We were confined to our home, yes, but we had a lot of extra responsibilities, like being a teacher and a caretaker during the day whenever we're also having to work from home. And
yes, yeah, that was a definite kind of change, unexpected, of course. Learning how to teach virtually to a visual language like sign language, but also becoming a kindergarten teacher. And then at that time, Lane, I was kind of doing preschool stuff with him as well, to try to keep normalcy in our house and a structure and everything like that. But then also at the same time, COPA hit.
COPA.
Yes, the big COPA.
That's right, yeah. Like
And
we actually took a break in January whenever COPA happened. And
that's really kind of what forced our hand.
kind of made doing a kids channel really difficult.
Very difficult.
It took away a lot of our reach. It took away a lot of potential incentives, like monetarily even.
So that's a little bit much.
Little bit.
It's a little bit much. But Kate graduated from kindergarten. Lane graduated from daycare also and started preschool this year. And you would kind of say that he is excited, like he gets so excited about things, but then has his like nervous factor of like just being so introverted like he is. But he's loving it, and Kate's in first grade and has her first loose tooth.
Oh my goodness.
Guys.
She's so excited.
And 6-year-old molars. It's big things happening in our house. So there's been a lot of growth in our family since we've kind of been in this COVID universe, and also during this kind of lull in between our videos that we've created. We've done a lot of decision making for our family, a lot of growth. We're taking the step into building our forever until our kids go to college home.
Yeah, no, that's, gosh, how did I not bring that up? Like, that's a huge thing.
Guys,
Like-
this is big for us.
Like, we're not only like doing everything that we talked about, but we're also like designing a house and building it from scratch.
Yes, it's just been on our heart since, really since we got married, maybe even before that when we were talking about the future before we got married. just how we wanted to create a home that was welcoming to everybody, to friends, that the door was always open. And so we're taking this next step into building a house that can accommodate those things that we want to give.
2021 is our year
Yes.
for the house.
Maybe we'll do some videos and teach you guys some home signs
Ooh,
in the middle
I like
of it.
that idea.
Construction signs.
Construction signs.
Lane will be all about that. All about construction.
We made a couple sign language videos as we were, doing K&L Family Time. Just trying to figure out, we were just doing a bunch of different things just to see kind of what stuck, not only with like our passions and with what you guys were looking for, but also with the YouTube algorithm and what they were looking for in content from us. And what we actually saw was that in March, whenever COVID hit, there was a change in some of our analytics with our American Sign Language videos. In fact, I can just pull it up right here and show you guys.
It's a big mean dog next door.
Cool. So if you look here, this is an example of just like a couple of typical videos for us. You can see at the very beginning, it starts off pretty strong in that it's getting more views than it got later on, and just tapers off over time, and then maybe gets gradual views forever. But then if you look at this video, or even this video, this one in particular, you can see that, it got its initial views and then it kind of tapered off to nothing. And then around March, all of a sudden, it started to get traction again. And what we saw and what we figured out is that there's a lot of people, a lot of teachers that are trying to figure out how to do this school at home thing, and a lot of parents that are trying to figure out how at home to still educate their children, that they're looking for more educational content.
Yes. I know as a teacher, I'm constantly looking for different kinds of YouTube videos to expose my students to, that when Kate and Lane sit down and watch YouTube videos, that it's not just for just enjoyment, but also that they're learning something. And so when we sat down and kind of looked at this, we realized that there is a market for creating content for teachers and for kids.
But yeah, you can see here, like in March, it started to do an uptick, and then just like the last few months or the last few weeks, like it's really taken off. And so what this is telling us is that YouTube recognizes that we make American Sign Language content, and that people in general like it, and therefore it's essentially asking or telling us that if we make more ASL content, that it will also do well. And so we're gonna embrace that.
Yeah, so we're super excited to get to test the waters in creating this content, and we hope you as subscribers and viewers follow us along on this journey, and that you can give us feedback on things that you like, things that you want to see, and that we'll be able to deliver that in a professional way that is enjoyable.
Yeah, and one thing that we don't want to lose is this connection
Yes.
that we have right here. Like we want to make sure that, for one, like it's still a family-friendly channel.
Thanks for
Two, that
joining us and
it's
learn-
fun. It's not just your like typical educational videos where you're just standing in front of a camera and teaching. So we hope to add a little bit of fun and personality to it, creativity to it. But like at the same time, it is educational content, so there is a huge value behind making the information really good, really valuable, and something that you can carry with you and actually learn American Sign Language.
Yeah. We want to pack it full of information, but in smaller nuggets to where you can take it and run with it and practice it and then come back. Really just spread this beautiful language and this culture that I love so much and that I'm sharing with my family, and that I think everybody should learn.
the format that we're doing these in is a little bit easier for me on the post-production side of things. Like, we're not going crazy with music and running around and like editing stuff out of sequence. Like, it's all kind of planned out, put together, and I mean, it is educational content, and so it's a little bit predictable, you might say.
Yeah, I
From,
mean, there's
like,
definitely
an
a
editor's
structure.
standpoint.
Yeah, there's a structure to it.
And so, like, it's gonna take a lot less time and energy. And so, like, we landed in a spot where we feel confident that we can handle this with everything else going on in life, but at the same time not lose what's important to us, which is like that we're providing like quality, highly valuable content to you guys.
Yeah, and on my end, I'm really enjoying creating stuff like this because it's everything that I went to school for and everything that I learned and everything that I get excited about whenever I'm teaching my students, and being able to put that in the form of something that's going to carry on for years and years, and sharing it with other people that don't get to step foot in my classroom, that maybe they would resonate with my excitement about teaching, and get to learn something new in just a different kind of format. Or if they're in a class themselves and they need extra support, this is a great way to, go to your ASL class, but then come back home and learn it that way. Or if you're doing homeschooling, or if you're virtual. I mean, there's so many different options that this can be used.
On top of just having fun with our educational videos, I do think that we still plan on doing some like vlogging and family stuff, kind of like we have historically, but we just don't want to lose that personal element to our channel as well.
Yeah, we have some exciting stuff coming out, things that we do as a family every single year, and that we want to take you guys along with it. But along in all of that vlogging, we'll teach you some signs along the way, so that way you feel connected to us as a family, because we're so invested in this, and we know that you coming back and watching this content, you're invested in our family as well. So we want to give you just a piece of our life and what we're doing, but learn something along the way, so you're enjoying and learning at the same time.
Yeah. On top of our new channel, we also are launching a new website.
Yes.
So
And that's all on him.
Yeah. It's a team effort. She's the one that's in all the content, of course, so that's just as much work. But learnhowtosign.org, learnhowtosign.org is our URL, and there you can find an online dictionary of ASL, and maybe in the future we'll even get a little bit more organized and do some like coursework curriculum kind of stuff on there. But mainly we just want to give you guys another resource to be able to, like, if you're looking for a word specifically, it's a great place to go and just type in a search for that word, and you can find it and get everything you need there.
Okay, guys, well, that's it for our update. We're so excited for the things to come in our YouTube channel, and thank you guys for following us thus far. We're hoping that as you follow us, you follow our family and our life and everything, and learn a new language along the way.
Why not? Why not learn a new language? If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and be notified.
Yes, and we can't wait for you to learn how to sign.